Happy Homebrew Wednesday, it's Lermo 22, and tonight the beer that we are going to be drinking is a lager. It's a lager, and it's from the Welsh Brewer from the UK. It's in Wales. So the Welsh Brewer sent this when he sent me some meads last year. So I'm getting it's a lager, so it's a little old, but it's gonna be fine. Here we go. We're gonna get a pour on it. Nice and clear. I like these plastic bottles because you get more than 12 ounces. Look at that. Man, that is a fantastic looking beer. Look at that. And I'm advertising O'Connor. That's my local brewery. So let's go ahead and get a whiff on it. It's a lager, so it's 4.2, so I'm guessing it's going to be a really easy drinker. Smells good. It smells really good. So let me get a taste on it. Doesn't smell like much. I mean, just a little malty. That's it. So let me get a taste on it. Cheers. It's a nice, crisp, clean, really clean tasting. You can tell it's super carbonated. You can see the bubbles. So, man, this is a really, really nice beer. Thanks, Dave. So let's go ahead. Tonight I am going to show you what you need to do to clean a keg. So I got a keg right here. It's clean right now because I just had an issue with it because it's a short keg. This is a 3-gallon. Make it easier for me to demonstrate here. So I actually lost a 20-pound tank of CO2. So I was wondering what the heck was going on. What I was actually doing was I was making sure that the keg was charged, but what was happening was with the CO2, I was hooking it up and disconnecting it, and it ripped the O-ring that's on here. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and let me so for this keg I need a 7/8, and I know it's SAE. I'm not sure what the metric conversion is, but I use 7/8 to disconnect this. So let's go ahead and disconnect it. So you have to actually take it out. Oop, wrong way. So this is the one thing you have to do is you have the gas line. So this is the connect. The O-ring that goes around here was actually cut up, so that's where I was actually leaking it. So you actually have a tappet valve right in here, and I don't know if I can get it up. Wait, hold on a second. Be right back. I actually picked this up at a yard sale. It's a dental pick. Well, kind of a dental pick. So you can actually pop it out. It's a pop-it valve. Hopefully I can pop this thing out. Sometimes this thing is a bugger. There you go. So sometimes these things get a little dirty, so you actually have to take these out and you have to clean them. So right on top. So sometimes that's where you can leak by. So another thing with the gas valve is, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, or there's an indent right there. So that actually, I don't know if you can see it. That actually shows right on top that is the gas valve. So I've had plenty of times until I learned how to do this. I actually screwed this thing up and put it on the wrong post. I mean, it happens. It happens. So you have to make sure that this O-ring, I just swapped out this O-ring, you have to make sure this is good. And if you don't know how old it is, you might as well just swap this thing out. So, and then you have the little pop-it valve. So you stick that back in there. And then you also have the little dip tube. Now this is the dip tube for the gas. So it goes in as far as, like, this is a 3-gallon tank, so it goes into you fill it up to right around there, and you have to make sure that you don't go above that, because then you won't be able to put CO2 on your beer, or you'll only have that much surface space when it's going in, whatever. So, and then so there's another O-ring that you can swap out, because that's another place that you can leak. So I bought like a 50 pack of these O-rings. So I bought those like 7 years ago. I think I still have 40 left. So let's go ahead and we'll put that thing back on. And then when you're putting it on, you don't really, like right on top, the pop-it valve will just fill it right into it. So you don't really have to worry about lining it up or anything like that, but just keeping an eye on it before you tighten it. So the liquid line is about the same way. We'll just go ahead, and if you have the 5 gallon, some of them are going to be a lot longer and a bent and everything like that, but this is a 3 gallon, and I believe this one just goes straight down. Yep, just goes straight down. This makes it really easy for a demonstration having a short one. So same thing, get the pop-it valve on top, you bust it out, and then you try to clean it, make sure that this is the one that you really need to pop out, because this is, let me see if I can get it. The spring is really tough in there. This is the one that gets dirty, because this is the one you really need to clean, especially if you're going to disconnect it. So I've already cleaned it, so I've already popped this thing in, so I'm going to put it back in there because I already showed you to break it. So again, another O-ring, and then this one here, the liquid line does not have a little cut in it. And I think some of the 5 gallons, they're actually I forget what it is, Spartan or whatever, Cornelius, they actually have like a star bit. So you actually need a 12-point wrench to cut it, to break it free. So, and then this is a good way of getting to clean the whole tube, because this is your liquid out, so you don't want any gunk to be in there. So go ahead and pop that in there. And then you also have, sorry if that's loud, and then you have this thing. A lot of times this thing, the O-ring for the lid actually gets flat. So another thing, every probably, I would have to say probably every 5 years, just go ahead and swap it out, the whole set, because at the farmhouse where I buy a lot of my seals and everything like that, the whole set, 5 set, is $250. So it's no brainer. Just go ahead and grab a couple extra packs of that, and then if you notice, I've got like maybe 10 or 12 kegs. So I've got colored tie wraps, twist tie, or is it twist tie? No, twist ties. Tie wraps, and I break them and I match it between this and the lid. So I've got everything color coordinated, so I can't screw this up. However hard I can do it, or however easy I can do it, I'm not going to mess this up. So all I gotta do is, oops, man, I think my O-rings, or that big O-ring on the lid, is good. Oh, there we go. So there you go. I gotta tighten them down, and I've already cleaned it, so I saved you from my embarrassment that it's a dirty keg. But there you go. That's what I do when I clean a keg. Normally I want to clean it every single time, but every other time, especially if you're putting in like an IPA to IPA, I think you'd be fine. But if you're going to be bottling stuff off the keg, I would recommend cleaning it thoroughly, taking everything out and soaking it in cleaner, and then Star Sand. So that's all I got for tonight, and I hope I helped someone know, or let them know that, hey, you can bust this thing down. It's not that hard. $250 from Farmhouse Brewing Supply. You can get a whole new clean, like a O-ring kit, and it's that simple. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. Thanks to the Welsh Brewer for the beer. Because, man, look at that freaking beer. It's so clear. Man, I love this beer. And sorry for rambling on, but this is something that I want to stress, that this is the kind of what you ought to do for the keg every time or every other time. So see you guys later, and see you next week. Peace.